Alright, just so you can see what the fuck I'm talking about, that they mismeasured the size of the Earth when they defined the meter. This is the Wikipedia page for the Earth's circumference. Actually, let's go over to meter. Let's go over to this first. Okay, so the meter was originally defined in 1793 as 1/10,000,000th the distance from the equator to the North Pole along a great circle, so the Earth's circumference is approximately 40,000 kilometers. Notice it doesn't expand upon that. It just says it's approximately 40,000 kilometers. The Earth's circumference. Now let's go over to Earth's circumference. Measured around the equator, it's 40,075 kilometers. Measured around the poles, it's 40,007.863 kilometers. So they measured 1/10,000,000th the distance from the equator to the North Pole to define it to be 40,000 kilometers, but that's not how far it is around the poles. Interesting. So let's go down a little bit. Historical use and the definition of blah 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 blah. In 1793, right here, France defined the meter so as to make the polar circumference of the Earth 40,000 kilometers. Look at this. France defined the meter so as to make the circumference of Earth 40,000 kilometers. It's a fucking definition. And wait for it, they got it wrong. In order to measure the distance accurately, the French Academy of Sciences, I find it funny that one's not in French, commissioned Jean-Baptiste Joseph Delambre and Pierre Méchain to lead an expedition to attempt to accurately measure the distance between a belfry in Dunkerque and Juiz Castle, I think, in Barcelona. I don't know how to pronounce that. I don't know what language that's supposed to be in, probably not French. To estimate the length of the meridian arc through Dunkerque. The length of the first prototype meter bar was based on these measurements, but it was later determined that its length was short by about 0.2 millimeters because of miscalculation of the flattening of the Earth. Now, like, respect where it's due, that's amazingly accurate, right? Like, that's impressive. But since people who love metric like to go around and like nitpick wherever like there is any sort of imperfection, fuck you. Let's continue reading. There's imperfection here, making the prototype about 0.02% shorter than the original proposed definition of the meter. Regardless, the length became the French standard and was progressively adopted by other countries in Europe. So, this wrong distance is the standard, right? And this is why the polar circumference of the Earth is actually, and note that this number is wrong too, 40,008 kilometers instead of 40,000. Note that that's actually wrong because it's not 40,008, it's 40,007.863, and they don't even include an error bar here, right? So this is down to the centimeter, but no, wait, this is down to the millimeter, but we could go further, right? Although attempting to go further would be fucking retarded. Honestly, probably going down to the centimeter. Even the decimeter is probably ridiculous. But whatever. Because which way are you measuring it? Are you know, because if you just turn the angle that you're measuring it at very, very slightly, you have to go over a completely different mountains and hills and valleys and ocean, and it changes. So claiming this is even a single number is just fucking ridiculous. Especially down to a millimeter. Right? So, like, honestly, fair play. 40,008. Fair play. That might be, I don't know. That might be a little too much rounding. It might not be enough, I'm not sure. But the point is, if you're going around trying to push SI units as, like, some fundamentally superior thing, you're stupid. It's not true. It's just a measuring system like any other, and it's based on something, They chose some random thing to base it on. Why is the circumference of the Earth the thing? Well, and it's not even the circumference of the Earth, really. It's the distance from the North Pole to the equator divided by 10,000. Why 10,000? Why is that your thing? And they got it wrong. So, come on now. Chill. Chill the fuck out.